There is a timeless truth that echoes through history, spoken by great minds and proven by lives of extraordinary impact. Quality is not an act, it is a habit. At first, this may sound like just a clever phrase, something to quote on posters or repeat in boardrooms. But if you take a closer look, you'll see that within these words lies the secret to mastery, to greatness, to building a life that matters. Let us embark on this journey together, unpacking what it means, why it matters, and how you can make it the cornerstone of your life. When we think of quality, too often we imagine it as a one-time effort. We think of putting on our best performance in front of the boss, doing something carefully only when it's being inspected, or going the extra mile once in a while to impress someone. But quality is not a costume you put on for a moment. It is not a single act of brilliance or a random spark of excellence. True quality is a way of life. It is a habit formed by countless small decisions, repeated consistently until they shape your character. One act can impress people, but only habits can transform you. Think about how habits work. A habit is something you do so regularly that it becomes second nature. You don't even have to think about it. It flows from you automatically. If you brush your teeth every morning, you don't ask, "Should I do it today?" You just do it. If you exercise regularly, your body craves movement. If you practice gratitude daily, your mind naturally seeks the good in every situation. Now imagine if quality itself, attention to detail, commitment to excellence, consistency in your best effort was ingrained as a habit in your life. Imagine if it became as natural to you as breathing. That is when excellence becomes inevitable, because habits, once built, don't ask for permission. They simply act. Every day, you face a choice. Will you settle for good enough, or will you pursue quality? Mediocrity is easy. It requires little effort, little thought, little heart. But mediocrity leaves no legacy. Mediocrity is quickly forgotten. Quality, on the other hand, demands more of you. It requires patience, discipline, persistence. But quality also rewards you. It builds trust, respect, fulfillment, and impact. When people look back at your work, your relationships, your life, they won't remember how fast you did something. They'll remember how well you did it. Quality outlives speed. Quality outshines shortcuts. Quality outlasts excuses. Here's the beauty of habits. Small choices repeated over time create massive results. Think of a craftsman who sharpens his tools every single day. At first, the difference is barely noticeable. But after years, his tools remain sharp while others grow dull. His work carries a precision and beauty others cannot match. Think of an athlete who trains consistently, even when no one is watching. Day by day, the habit of quality in training builds endurance, skill, and mental toughness. When the spotlight comes, victory feels effortless because the habit has already prepared them. Think of a student who forms the habit of studying with focus rather than cramming last minute. Over time, knowledge compounds, confidence builds, and opportunities multiply. Quality is not built in a day. It is built daily. History shows us again and again that greatness is simply quality repeated until it becomes who you are. Leonardo da Vinci didn't paint the Mona Lisa by rushing. He spent years refining his work, sometimes pausing for months, studying light, anatomy, and perspective. For him, excellence was not an act of inspiration. It was the habit of relentless pursuit of mastery. Michael Jordan, considered one of the greatest athletes of all time, wasn't just talented. He was relentless in practice, repeating drills thousands of times until excellence was his habit, not his exception. Steve Jobs was obsessed with quality, not just in the function of Apple products, but in their design, their simplicity, even in the parts consumers never saw. For him, quality wasn't a show, it was a lifestyle. These individuals weren't great because of one act of brilliance. They were great because they made excellence a habit. Pause for a moment and look at your own life. Do you cut corners when no one is watching? Do you only give your best when you feel like it? Or do you hold yourself to a standard of quality even in small things, even in private moments? Because here's the truth. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. If you build the habit of quality in small tasks, like keeping your promises, being on time, paying attention to details, you prepare yourself to deliver quality in big tasks when they come. Your habits are shaping your destiny. Make sure they are building excellence, not mediocrity. Let's be honest. Quality is not always easy. It requires discipline. It means doing things right even when shortcuts look tempting. It means giving your best even when no one applauds. But discipline eventually turns into freedom. The more you repeat a habit, the easier it becomes. What once required effort becomes automatic. At first, excellence feels like a struggle. Later, it feels like your nature. Some people think quality is only about work, products, or performance. But true quality is about life itself. Quality in relationships means being fully present, listening deeply, valuing the other person. Quality in health means taking care of your body with consistent habits, not occasional diets. Quality in character means telling the truth, keeping your word, standing for what is right. Quality is not something you do only in public. It is something you practice in every dimension of your life. When you make quality a habit, it doesn't just benefit you, it impacts everyone around you. A teacher who consistently delivers quality inspires students for life. A leader who makes quality decisions builds trust in their team. A parent who models quality habits raises children who carry those values forward. Quality is contagious. When you embody it, you set a standard that others rise to meet. One of the greatest enemies of quality is excuses. I don't have time. No one will notice. This is good enough. Excuses are the language of mediocrity. Quality doesn't ask if anyone notices. Quality doesn't ask if it's convenient. Quality doesn't ask if you're in the mood. Quality simply asks, did you give your best? Did you honor your standard? When you silence excuses and build the habit, quality becomes inevitable. Let's make this practical. How do you build this habit in your own life? 1. Set clear standards. Define what quality looks like in your work, relationships, and personal growth. 2. Start small. Excellence is built in the little things, like cleaning your desk, being punctual, proofreading your work. 3. Be consistent. Repetition is the mother of habits. Show up every day. 4. Seek feedback. Growth requires input. Be willing to listen and improve. 5. Celebrate progress. Acknowledge the small wins that come from practicing quality daily. 6. Stay patient. Habits take time to form. Don't give up when results aren't immediate. Over time, you'll notice a shift. Quality won't feel like effort anymore. It will feel like who you are. Life is a journey, and with every step, you leave behind a trail. That trail can be filled with rushed work, broken promises, and half-hearted effort. Or
It can be filled with footprints of quality that inspire others long after you've passed. Remember this: you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. If your habit is quality, you cannot help but rise. So, my friends, let us abandon the idea that excellence is a performance reserved for special occasions. Let us embrace the truth that quality is not an act, it is a habit. Build it into your mornings, your conversations, your decisions, your work, your dreams. Let it flow in how you love, how you lead, how you learn, and how you live. One day, when people look back on your life, they won't just remember what you achieved, they will remember how you achieved it. They will remember